The Clippers beat the Grizzlies yesterday and currently sit as the 6th seed in the Western Conference. Amin, does anyone actually want to face the Clippers in the playoffs?
Well, besides,
Chip City.
We're not talking about the shout out to Marcellus. We're not talking about the Warriors, obviously. The Warriors are exempt from any one of these conversations about wanting to see or not wanting to see. Now, to me, I think the teams that are most susceptible are teams like Portland.
Injuries have certainly facilitated that.
In that sense.
Think it's a given for Denver?
Yeah, I just think that the talent gap is too big. And the Clippers, for as much as scrappy as they exude, they're not an excellent defensive team.
But they're that team you don't want to play, man. They're that dog walking down the street in the bad neighborhood that hasn't eaten.
But it's on the offensive end, though.
You know
that's
what I
the
mean?
thing. That's the point. Like, you would think.
They have nothing to lose. They got a chip on their shoulder. They haven't showered. They're just.
You know, he talking about Patrick Beverley.
Well, him too. But I mean, like that dude, man. He's a menacing defender, and he's gonna be tough on their guards. You got, Gallinari's got something to prove. Harrell got something to prove. Doc got something to prove. They have nothing to lose.
But see,
and everything they get, they have no pressure.
That's why
they've been balling as well as anybody.
But right now, who do they face?
Right now, they're the 6th.
Houston, right?
They face Houston.
You're not taking them in a series, are you, against Houston, are you?
I don't know that I'd take them, but it ain't gonna be no easy walk.
Right, but it's not gonna be an easy walk with anyone. But my question is, like, do you think they can win a series?
Yeah.
Look. I don't think I don't think they beat Houston, and I don't think they beat Denver. You're right about Patrick Beverley and the problems he gives guards, but Denver's a team that doesn't play through his guards. They play through their bidding.
Denver ain't been there. Yeah. They've never been there.
Neither have any of the Clippers, other than Patrick Beverley and Lou Williams.
Gallinari's played in the playoffs.
No, he hasn't.
Lou Williams has played in the playoffs.
Gallinari played in the playoffs like in 1982. Like, it's been a while.
But he's been there. These guys haven't even. They don't know what it's like. Denver's talented.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. They haven't been to the dance before.
No, but I think you could both be right. I think that you could be right about the Clippers, that they just, they don't have enough, quote-unquote, top-tier elite talent. And the Nuggets just don't have experience. So I bet you San Antonio right now, who's slated to face Denver, I bet you Pop and those guys are looking at it and be like, yeah, we'll be okay. We'll take our chances with them.
San Antonio's a team, if I'm the Nuggets, I'm worried because it's a team rich and deep in playoff experience. I look at the Clippers, like, they got a couple of guys, but it's not like their whole roster is just, because they've got a bunch of guys who have a rookie point guard.
But even OKC, you don't think OKC could be the Nuggets if they get to 7?
Yeah.
Because I think so.
If they show up.
Well, that's a good question.
It is an excellent question. The Thunder are 7-13 since the All-Star break, including their loss to the Mavs yesterday. Here's what Russell Westbrook said after the game.
Russell, you guys play in recent weeks. Does that cause for alarm going into the playoffs?
Next question.
How do you explain the last 7 weeks? 7-15, I think you are.
Matt, what you want to do?
Next question.
All right, for more context, Russ.
Matt knows the deal. Matt's like, I got this, Russ.
Matt Tumbleson, shout out to Matt Tumbleson.
You're my guy, man.
PR for OKC. For more context, Russ has had an issue with that particular reporter all season. But, Marc, how can the Thunder get right here before the playoffs?
Get healthy, and I don't know if that's going to happen. Ever since the All-Star break, man, they've been on a decline. Starting 5 hasn't played well. Paul George is starting to get a little healthier. Yeah. This is confusing. You're talking about a team that at the end of February, you thought was going to be in the West Finals against, the Warriors.
Correct.
PG was high in the MVP race. Everything's changed since the All-Star break, and this is about as confusing as a thing as I've seen since the Celtics.
So I had them last Wednesday. I did the Pacers game, and they won that game. They went on a 24-0 run in the third quarter. And to your point, Paul George, those first 7 games, Marc, when he got hurt right after the All-Star break, they were disastrous for him. But since then, he's played much like the Paul George we saw the first half of the season.
You don't want to see them in the first round.
But the issue there was when Paul got hurt, kind of the balance of their offense got thrown off some. Westbrook was more of a facilitator, taking less shots, and then when Paul got hurt, he took it on himself to shoot more. And the problem is their three-point shooting is not great. And the guys who take the most of their three-point shots are the guys who don't shoot the ball all that
So
well.
This is a team, overall, you look at them, they're top 5, I believe, in defensive efficiency. They're an elite defense. But since the All-Star break, much worse than that.
Yeah.
And that's my thing is they don't have the margin of error on the offensive end
Correct.
to not be elite defensively. They need to be elite defensively, top 5, in order for their offense to be able to just squeak by.
And who's not back yet?
And Andre Robertson.
I mean,
That's a huge name.
he's huge defensively for that team.
But he's been gone all year long, and they were elite at one point in his defense without him, and the season without him. And when I talk about they're not good enough offensively, we talk about modern basketball. You want to get points in the paint, you want to get three-pointers, you want to get free throws. They're excellent at points in the paint. They're 23rd in three-point shooting in terms of efficiency, and they're 28th in free throw shooting. So there's a lot of extra points that teams get on them that they can't get back.
Well, and they take ill-advised shots at times. They turn the ball over at the wrong times. They play a little sloppy on that end. I think that's part of the problem. But, man, what I saw the other night when they went on that 24-0 run, which is the biggest run as far as leaving an opponent scoreless this season in the NBA. It was unbelievable.
And the playoffs is going to help them as far as having no back-to-backs.
And focus on
2, 3
one game plan.
days off between games.
Right.
They're a scary first-round opponent.